I'm Monica Hollins.
I'm Lauren Brown.
I have about 25 years building community with both private and government entities.
And for more than 15 years, I've been creating events and experiences from corporate gatherings with 5,000 to 6,000 people to neighborhood events through HOAs and lifestyle.
About 15 years in HOA management, starting as a lifestyle director and moving to a community manager. But the entire time really focusing on building that community all the way through.
I'm currently the program director for a leading developer in Idaho.
I started my own company, Outside the Box Consulting. That's where I really work with developers on one end to make sure that we're building amenities that are intentional and that are going to be activated. And then on the flip side, I work with HOA management companies and I train lifestyle directors. And I have to say that's one of my favorite things I get to do.
I really just truly believe that lifestyle is the heartbeat of a community, and I'm really excited that I get to do that day in and day out, and I'm excited to chat about it with you and all of our lifestyle friends.
Welcome to Lifestyle Unplugged with Monica
and Lauren.
Lauren, how was your weekend?
Well, I just am going to go ahead and start off by saying that it's Halloween weekend and Monica's giving some major Halloween vibes right now.
I know. I am. It looks like I'm in a dark room.
She's ready to tell us some ghost stories, guys.
I know. I need like a little flashlight. And then...
Goosebumps.
Yeah.
I'm sure we have our own version of horror stories as lifestyle directors.
Oh, yeah.
Before we get into all that, though, weekend? Okay, so I've got some really big news. Biscuit graduated puppy school finally. Let's hear it for Biscuit.
Wow, Biscuit. Didn't know if you're going to make it, buddy.
In case anybody missed it, we did puppy school and she failed the graduation test, and they told me to study for 2 weeks, go back and retest, and we passed. And I think everybody, including me, was shocked. But we did it. So that was a big day on Friday. What else? Oh, and also, I was just telling Monica, I dyed my hair on Friday. It's not quite as blonde, getting the fall vibes going.
I love it. It looks great.
And then we had our trunk or treat.
Trunk or treat.
So it was our first annual trunk or treat at the amphitheater.
Mm-hmm.
And I had 15 trunks, and then 5 of them dropped out Friday morning. And I was like, cool, thanks, guys.
Of course, yeah.
But it's fine. I wasn't expecting a huge turnout. It was the first one, just getting the word out. It was madness. Absolute madness. So many people showed up that every booth, luckily I didn't. I had leftover candy from another event, but everybody had to go buy more candy. Like,
wow.
They were just sitting runners like, we need more candy. So many people showed up. It was so good.
Awesome.
And then we had the concert along with it. And so they would hit up the trunk or treat, and then the kids would eat the sugar and run around the amphitheater while the parents listen to music. It was so great. So
I love
that was our weekend. We had a lot of fun. That's, of all the events we've done all summer long at the amphitheater, that's the biggest turnout we've had. So
give them candy and they will
I'm going to just have candy at the gates for every show moving forward. Apparently that's where it's at. Because, Easter does really well, too. So I think it's candy.
It must be the candy.
It must
be the candy. Yeah, I get that. Like, sugar. It's like
a drug.
a little kid drug. So we have a bunch of addicts running around and parents who don't want to. Parents don't want to buy the drug for them. They just take them, or they can get it for free. And honestly, I'm addicted to sugar, and I'm
same
working through that right now. I'm working through that. I may have to work through it after Halloween.
Yeah, it's hard this time of year.
Yeah.
And then I dressed up as a snowman. I was a big Frosty the Snowman.
Oh.
I should put somewhere the video of me walking because it
Yes.
like your ankles are pretty much tied together, and so I was literally shuffling around. And I did at our booth, I did a winter theme because we have our winter market coming, and I had a little flyer like Santa's coming, so I'm just shuffling around the market handing out flyers for Santa.
So
So
funny. I love you're
ridiculous.
doing dual purpose. You're like, I am a snowman, but I'm advertising for my upcoming event.
Yes, but I'm
I
also
like it.
dressed up for Halloween. I
Exactly.
just
A twofer. Twofer. I
was
like it.
winning. How was your weekend?
Oh, good. We finally had rain. We haven't
Mm.
had rain for like, I don't know, 45 to 60 days. I don't know, a long time.
Mm.
But unfortunately, it decided to come during the band
Mm.
competition to see whether or not kids went to state or not.
Mm. Boo.
And so, yeah, they can't play in the rain because of certain equipment and all that kind of
Mhm.
stuff. And so we got through prelims, which is great, but
Mhm.
they decided to keep trying to go for it. And the thunder and lightning came in. There was no rain, but the lightning.
That's no fun.
Yeah. And so they ended up saying, we're just going to take whoever did well, the top four from prelims. They get to go to state.
Oh, cool.
My daughter's going to state.
Yay.
Her band's going to state. So they're really excited. So that's next week. So next week's going to be crazy
Yeah.
because they're going to be in San Antonio
Mm.
November 3rd for state for prelims. Hopefully
Mhm.
they make it to finals. Then they'll be back for November 4th for finals.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
they come home each night to Austin from San Antonio, which is about an hour and a half
Okay.
drive, 2 hours. And then they go back for Bands of America, super regional, that following week, Friday and Saturday.
Bonkers.
Yeah, well, Saturday if they do well in prelims.
What happens at the end of all of this? Is it just band is over?
So marching band's over, and then they go into concert band,
Okay,
where
because
it's all like indoor stuff.
seems like it would be like a lot of stuff, and then it just ends. And like, what would I would probably be depressed if it was me. It's like after a vacation, you're busy, go, 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 and then suddenly there's nothing.
I think that's part of it. Honestly, I've actually heard a lot of people say that actually kids do better when marching season is going on because they have to be so structured in order to get their
Mhm.
homework done that they actually do better in school.
Hmm.
So a lot of parents who have done this a few times have said, make sure your child has an activity to keep them busy when marching band's over. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that is going to be the case. That
Mhm.
I've heard there's a lot of tears that happen
Aw.
when they play their music for the last time.
Oh,
I know, I know. So, um, but yeah, so
oh,
that was my weekend. We did that, and then my in-laws were in town, which I
so
just love
fun.
them, and I really
Aw.
enjoy them. And um, we went down to San Antonio to see more family on my husband's side. So
Mhm.
it was really good. It was a really good weekend and just very family focused, which I love. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Good. I get to have my family weekend this weekend. My sister
Oh,
flies in tomorrow with my
nice.
brother-in-law and niece, and we're gonna be spending
Mm.
Halloween with them, and
Oh, how
it's gonna be
fun.
fun. Yeah, it is fun just because um, they only have one kid as well, so the
Mhm.
girls can trick or treat together. They're dressing up as Bluey and Bingo so that they'll be sisters, and it's cute.
So adorable.
I know.
So, so cute. Yeah. I want, I love Halloween. I'm kind of bummed. We're not going to be home for Halloween
Mm,
because my daughter, the football team has a game that night,
mm, yeah.
but they get to dress up in their costumes and
Oh,
then
fun.
they are going to go trick or treating in the high school when it's all said and done.
Oh,
So,
cute.
yeah.
They'll
So
have their fun.
they'll have their fun. They'll be amped up on candy. And I think I might dress up because like I'm a kid.
You'd be a snowman.
Get some candy. I'm just a high schooler. Give me that candy. No. Anyhow.
Oh man, I had to set a rule with the candy. Like, you can have it after lunch, that's it, because bedtime was because my daughter went trunk or treating on Friday and bedtime all weekend. I was like, okay, no, we got to set some parameters here because she was bouncing off the wall.
Yeah, I could see that.
Even Biscuit was like, what's wrong with her?
Biscuit's like, whoa, you guys thought I was bad. Jeez.
Yeah.
I had to say that our daughter was not, it was weird. We would, let her go through all the candy that night. She would grab all her little stuff. And then we would put it in a cabinet
Mm-hmm.
and she would just forget about it. It
I
was
tried
like
that.
out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. And then we'd have candy forever in a cabinet and then we'd have to toss it after a period of time. But yeah, so
If my daughter forgot about it, my husband wouldn't. So,
well, that's fine. As long as we sneak it when the child's not around.
yeah. And she comes back and she's like, where's all my candy?
Oh, yeah, we had to give it to the witch.
Ooh, what? Isn't that a thing
Yes, there is. I know. I'm trying to remember what it's called.
that you like
The
leave all your
switch witch.
switch witch? What is it?
Like you give all of your candy to the switch witch, and she gives you a toy in exchange.
Oh, yes. Yes, we're doing that. Switch
I think
witch.
that's it. And if it's not, we just created something and we're going with it. But I'm pretty dang sure that's what it's called.
I do think switch witch. I just couldn't remember, like, did the elf come back, or I don't know. I didn't know if it like linked into the next holiday or something, but
the elf is getting a lot of play.
that would be a lot of alcohol.
Can you imagine?
Elfing. No.
You just dress Elf up in a Halloween costume and then a little Thanksgiving outfit, and Elf never goes away.
And she doesn't move till Christmas month at least.
Yeah, no, there's no, yeah. But I will say, to kind of just bring us up to speed, Brooke Kagan was amazing. Listening
Loved
to,
her.
Her background and how she does what she does with food and beverage and turning it into great events.
I cannot wait. I would love to meet everybody in person that we get to chat with, or even that listens. But I love that I'm going to have the opportunity to meet her, hopefully, the next time I go to Florida, just because she's so close to where my family lives. So I am for sure going to go check out that pool situation she was talking about.
I totally just want to be there. Yes, that's where
that's should we
all
record
I think
there?
Of. I think so.
You should meet me there and we should do an episode there.
We'll just sit in the pool loungers and sip pina coladas and record.
My God. Yes. You guys want to listen to that, right?
Oh my God. I don't. We're gonna have to probably do a lot of editing on that one. I'm like, and this is so good.
There'd be so much talking. It'd be phenomenal. Oh, goodness. Anyway, yes, Brooke was amazing. I'm so glad that we got to chat with her.
I am too. And we recorded our 10th episode with her.
Yay!
10. This is this is number 11, obviously, because 11 comes after 10.
Yep,
but typically. Not only that, unless you're drunk on the side of the pool, then who knows what number comes after 10. But we also got notice about our 250 I think it's downloads or something of our podcast, something exciting like that.
Yeah, guys, thanks for listening.
Yeah, thank you all so much. We really appreciate putting up with us each and every week, and even if you aren't listening but you just play us, we appreciate that too.
Though, like, I am curious. So, like, if you are listening, and we've had 10 episodes, so we've had kind of a variety of how we approach each episode a little bit. What resonated the most with everybody? And let us know, because I would love to go towards the direction that's working out best for providing you guys with resources and tips. Or if you just like listening to us be goofy, we can do that too by the pool.
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to hear everyone's feedback on their thoughts on
Mhm,
everything. You and I were talking about something that we thought would be relevant going into Halloween
mhm,
is for today's podcast to be really focused on events for all ages. And how do you
mhm,
make sure that you hit every demographic? So, as an example, not just one event where you hit all
mhm,
ages, which is great. And I think that's important too.
mhm,
But us having programming for the different age groups within our communities
mhm.
and the different demographics within our communities. But I
Candy.
thought candy, that's it. That is, and then sugar-free candy for the diabetic,
Yep.
attendees. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Done.
but let's start with Halloween as an example. I think
Mhm,
because we're going into Halloween, chatting about different things you can do for Halloween, for the different age groups.
mhm.
Do you wanna kick us off with 55 and older? I
Yes,
just
but I
threw
wanna,
that at
like,
you.
well, I'm gonna toot my own horn for a second, um,
Toot
and talk
toot.
again talk again about the trunk or treat that we did, because what was really fun and interesting with that is that we did get to hit a bunch of different age groups at the same time, because when we had the trunks, which we actually, our 55 and up communities were delighted to host trunks because
Oh,
they
I
don't get
love it. Yep.
trick-or-treaters in their gated communities. So we got them.
Oh.
They're hosting the trunks. And then you have the families coming with their kids to trunk or treat. And then you have the other people just in the amphitheater listening to music. So
Mm.
we just got everybody out. And I do think that's why it was such a well attended event, because you had everybody had something to do. So that one was really cool. Um,
I love that.
yeah, it went really well. Feel free to steal that idea. It was a hit. For 55 and up, we just did a monster mash. We got a
Cool.
DJ, and they do kind of a potluck spooky chili cook-off with it.
Mm.
And then costume contest, and then they monster mashed.
Oh, I
So
love
cute.
it.
Mhm.
The
But for the
monster
people that aren't
mash.
partiers, we do a whole harvest week thing, and there were crafts. We did a paint and sip. Oh, I should get my ghost because I absolutely painted, and I should have.
Oh my
Um,
goodness, you should have.
can I go grab it? I
You
gotta go
can go
grab
grab
it.
it and I will pause.
Okay, we did a paint and sip.
Oh my gosh, adorable.
Isn't it cute?
That is adorable.
There wasn't supposed to be shooting stars or a moon. I had a little paint accident, but we worked with it. It was a happy little accident.
I like the shooting stars.
Thank you. So,
Yeah.
yes, paint and sips are always a hit. There we go.
Oh, love
So here
it.
you guys can see her, him, it.
Oh, her, yeah. I love it. Nice job. Nice job on the shading.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I
Yeah.
was very intense. My coworker was like, "This is supposed to be a little more fun." I was like, "No, it has to be perfect." It was a good outlet, right? Because you're not thinking about anything other than trying to do what the lady's doing. So,
Yep. I get that. I'm the
anyways,
same way.
I think it goes with our personality types as lifestyle directors. We're perfectionists.
Yeah. You think just a little bit? I love it though. Super cute.
Don't be.
I love paint and sips.
Mhm.
I think they're a lot of fun.
I feel like there's a
I
but coming.
no, but
Oh,
well, here's a but I get really intense too. Um, Parker, I'm sorry.
it's okay. He also gets intense.
He does. He's practicing his growl for Halloween. Get away from my house.
He loves
Um,
Halloween, though.
no, I know he does. Come here. So yeah, but I do. I get really, I don't think it does everything for me like it should. Oops, sorry about this. Um, like what I mean by that is it's just been a fun social
Mm,
opportunity.
mhm, mhm.
And I'm so focused that,
Yep, that was me.
yeah,
You
but
forget to sip or socialize.
hmm I'm just sitting there like focused on making sure I
Mhm.
don't look like a hot mess of
Mm.
like a 5-year-old
That
in it.
the art is ready to be sold for $1,200 by the end of it because I've worked that hard.
That's exactly it. And we are now taking offers
For
on
this
Lifestyle
ghost,
Unplugged for the Ghost. Starting offer is $5.
1,200. Oh.
You gotta start low. You gotta give them time to work up.
Oh, sorry. Tell you what, if you guys make it to 1,200, I will send you this painting and you will become the sponsor of the Lifestyle Unplugged podcast.
Yeah, you will. That's for sure.
Oh, goodness. All
I
right.
love it.
So, what are your tips for?
I think it's really i- if you don't have, the demographics of your community, whether you have a survey or not, I think a lot of people understand who lives there. If they've been in their community for a bit, they understand there's a lot of families or kids. If you don't know that, then do a survey or talk to your marketing team if you're still developer controlled and
Hmm.
find out where the age ranges are. Or see
Hmm.
if you can get a survey out to everyone to kind of see how many kids have certain ages, how many adults, and because it really helps you understand who you should be planning for if you don't
Hmm.
know that. Um,
Right.
because the last thing you want is just to be planning for older adults and not have anything for the kids.
Hmm.
And then honestly, a lot of people are upset. The parents are annoyed because they want their kids out of the house and they bought there because there was some, because they were hoping
Hmm.
that there'd be some planning. And then you have kids that are probably like graffitiing everything because they're bored and they have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
So I think it's really important to make sure that we hit the age group. So what I
Hmm.
suggest is, let's say you're doing like a harvest festival or a boo bash. Let's just talk about one event. What can you do to make sure 3 and under, 4 to 7, 8 to 12, and then 13 older,
Hmm.
13 to like 17, whatever, you follow me, right? Like
Yep.
making sure that you get those
Aged.
different ages. Uh, like for the younger ones, it could be a little craft.
Hmm.
Maybe for like for like 3 and unders, you could have a little handprint that they could do upside down that could look like a little ghost, right? For,
No.
for a little painting or something. And then it's a memento for mom too, because she has a cute little baby's handprint. Just make sure you have wipes to wipe the hands when they're all done.
Hmm.
And then, for the I mean, honestly, that could go up to like at least 5, to be quite
Hmm.
honest. But you could have a different type of craft where kids could actually do it themselves, where they're kind of
Hmm.
making something. Or for pumpkins, it could be painting a
Painting
pumpkin.
pumpkins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
painting pumpkins. It could be carving pumpkins with mom and dad
Hmm.
or grandpa and grandma. But you want to hit every age group. And the
Hmm.
teens are like the hardest age group to get. I think,
Pumpkin smashing.
yeah. I mean, you do something that gets them excited,
Hmm.
um, where they're a little bit more engaged, then you have a hit, but and the other thing too is you can always, depending on your space, you can always have these like kind of different pockets that focus on the different age groups.
Exactly.
You could have like a teen
Stations.
lounge, right? That maybe it's
Mm.
a teen lounge, or for Halloween, maybe it's a haunted house that the teens like to
Yes.
go through.
Yeah.
And you probably even get them recruited to help you build that haunted house
I was gonna
leading up
say
to
they
it.
could be the actors.
Mhm. And then, you have the music for people who just love to, chill and listen to music, and,
Mhm.
you know, kettle corn and the food for people who just want to enjoy the environment and be around people. And like
Mhm.
you said, and lots of seating because not everyone likes to stand all the time. Um, yeah, I know. So I think it's just, you have to be intentional about it.
Mm-hmm.
And just, instead of saying, okay, it's a boo bash, we're going to have a costume contest for the kids, and we're going to have, um, a DJ and some bounce houses, and that's it. I mean, that's great,
Mm-hmm.
but make that costume contest for all ages, have different
Right.
categories, have
Right.
family categories, have best grandparent like, you can do
Mm-hmm.
so much, and it gets people so excited. It's kind of funny story, and I didn't think I was going to share this, but it just popped in my head. Like, my grandparents loved dressing up. And
I
I'm
love
guessing
that.
you probably see it in your communities too. They just have
Mm-hmm.
more time to invest in it, and they're not
Mm-hmm.
so concerned what people think of them as much as they used to be. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I had an event that, when I first started out doing events for like a private health club, a long time ago. And it wasn't even a costume contest, by the way. There was no parts of this, but my grandfather, who's the most reserved man you have ever met, buzz cut, like he's still in the military, showed up with an orange wig, long-haired wig, and walked
Yes.
around, and I was like, "What is
You're
happening
like,
right
what are you
now?"
doing?
Yeah, but he got the biggest kick out of it. I mean, a and his memories, like, 20
Mm-hmm.
this was, like, 20 plus years ago. I still remember it, and I still remember him just laughing, my grandmother laughing. They were just having the best time.
Aw, I love that.
And so I think that's one thing we need to remember is, when we're planning events, if you're at an all age community, plan it for all ages. Don't just say it's all age and just do something for the kids. Like, do it for
Mm-hmm.
all
Yeah,
plan something for all the different ages to enjoy.
for sure. Yes. I mean, put yourself in the shoes of every age demographic and say, would I go to this event? Why would I go to this event? What would keep me
Mhm.
at this event? And then if you can answer those questions,
Yes.
it really helps you build that vision of what you need. I think knowing for our trunk or treat, right? It was our first year, but now we have an idea of how big of a deal that is to people. So next year, I think we do add craft stations because the families were sticking around, or
Mhm.
maybe a bounce house for the kids on the sugar.
Yep.
Um, but, just something, because I think it can turn itself into a whole, I don't want to say festival because I don't know if that's the right word, but
Yeah.
um, bigger event. And you probably just get more of the older kids are going to come because didn't really see many teenagers there. So what do we add to get them there?
Haunted house.
Yep.
I mean,
I love a haunted house, so I'm here for that.
I'm
Oh,
telling
we should
you.
do like a haunted model home.
Ooh. The only thing is, my risk goes in, well, maybe if it's a vacant model home.
Oh,
Meaning that,
yes.
no, 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 that sounds crazy. Of course it's gonna be a vacant model home. What I meant by, like, a non-furnished home, that
Oh,
do you follow where I'm going?
yeah.
Because it'd be a lot better than worrying about having to move all that nice furniture or stuff
Yeah.
out, because you don't want anyone to.
A completed home
Yes.
that has not yet been staged.
Yes.
All right. Everybody listening, all you developers, open
That
up
would be
those model
cool.
homes for us next year,
That would
please.
be
Thank
so cool.
you.
But if you don't have that,
Oh, that's
Dylan
right.
Reed, he did an amazing haunted house he rented a tent.
We should have had
Um,
him on today to
we
tell
should
us
have.
about it.
Gosh, it was amazing. He did such an amazing job. He would
Do
get
you
it
have
like,
pictures of that or anything?
oh, I'm sure I do.
I
I'll
need
see
to see.
if I can post him. But he would get it a week ahead of time
Mhm.
and just work on it. And he'd have his teens come over and help him, stage it. And he would create walls. So how he would create walls was, so he'd have the big white tent, covered
Mhm.
with the walls, the white tent. And then he
Right.
would get PVC pipe
Okay.
and black, like, tarp, or black,
Almost like
like,
pipe and drape.
Yeah, but instead of like it being drape, it'd be like the black, like garbage, like lining, like
Mm-hmm.
sheeting that you can get at Home Depot, and he'd
Yep.
create walls that way.
Love this.
And so you could create your hallway and all that kind of stuff. And he could hang it from the poles,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
up on top. It was so fun. It was so cool. And then he had a whole bunch of props and stuff and costumes, fake blood, all that kind of stuff for the kids to
I love this.
be part of, the scene. And, he would start it at the Halloween event. He would start it earlier for the younger kids who didn't want to be scared,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like they could walk through and they wouldn't have so many jump scares.
Mm-hmm.
But then there would be a time when jump scares began.
Right.
Yeah.
I love this.
It was so much fun.
I want to
I,
do that.
I yeah. It
I
was a
already
little,
have this spot in my head that would be perfect.
see, I think you should do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny today, like I took my daughter to, it's called Pumpkin Lights,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't know if you guys have anything like that in Idaho.
I have tickets for tomorrow night.
Pumpkin Lights?
Maybe.
What? Is
If
it
it's the
where
same thing.
everything is like all pumpkins everywhere and like it's nighttime, they do like these different scenes with pumpkins?
Oh, maybe not. It's the Spooky Light Show, but I know I'm looking at it now. I know there's one in Denver and there's one here. I don't know where else they have it, but I have tickets to that.
Maybe it probably is, maybe it's
You
similar, but
drive through.
this is a walkthrough.
Mm.
But it's probably the same kind of idea.
Same concept.
They had a haunted house there that you'd pay extra, and it's all animatronics. There's no humans in
Oh,
there that are going to jump out and scare you.
yeah.
My
You don't
daughter
think.
and her two friends, all three of them are freshmen in high school,
Mm.
went out the escape route. They didn't even make it through the whole thing. Like there was little like 6-year-olds coming out, not
Oh, I thought
crying.
you were going to say like they did that to come back and scare you. They were so scared that they left.
Yes.
Oh.
There were like 5-year-olds, 4-year-olds. I was watching coming out of this thing, not phased. My daughter and her two friends ran over to us. Ah! My daughter's hands were like clammy and like she was just frightened.
Wow.
So where I was going with that, you don't even really have to have actors. You could just, get those little things from Home Depot, set them up and have
Mm-hmm.
things scare people as they're motion
Yeah.
detected.
Yeah. I love
Yeah,
this.
it's
I
like,
love where it's going.
come on, child. There's no one chasing you. Like,
But you never know.
well, so kind of funny.
There could be
So
someone hidden in the haunted house to get them.
here is one thing you could do. And I did this one year when I was a lifestyle director back in Arizona. I had a teen club
Mm-hmm.
that I would meet with once a month. And we decided we were going to go to a haunted house because they had some
So fun.
really cool haunted houses. Now, let me tell you, I used to do haunted houses when I was young, but then I got really scared of haunted houses and I never wanted to go into one. But I thought I got some volunteers or chaperones that were not parents, right? Because no one wants to hang out with their parent at that age.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe my daughter does, but she's an only child. So maybe
I
that's
hope
why.
my daughter
I don't know.
is the same way.
She might be. She only child. She's most likely going to be. Anyhow, but so we had one full charter bus. So we had like 55 of us that
Mm-hmm.
took a charter down to one of the haunted houses, and I divide them into groups with their different chaperones. And I was trying to take the kids who did not want to go in the haunted house because I really didn't want to go in the haunted house.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, my group decided that they wanted to go in the haunted house.
Good.
So I had to walk them through. I don't like chainsaws. I don't like people with chainsaws chasing me.
Fair.
Like, even a haunted house like that.
Like there should be no chain on those, but still, it sounds terrifying.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's nothing, but just the whole idea. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking through this haunted house, like a
And you're in
mama.
Texas too, so Texas.
No, this is
changed something.
Arizona.
Oh, that was Arizona. Okay.
This is back in Arizona. And I wasn't a mom yet, but I was walking through like I was a mama bear. I was like looking at people. I'm like, no, 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 no. You can't do that. She's too
Don't touch them.
scared. Don't chase us. Don't chase us. And it worked for the majority of the haunted house until
Oh,
the
that's
very end. And oh my gosh, they scared the mess out of one of these kids. She was bawling,
Oh
crying.
no.
It was horrible. I felt horrible. But I
Wonder if
got
she
after
still
that
remembers it.
chainsaw. I'm sure she does. I remember.
Mm.
I like went off on that chainsaw guy. I was like, no, 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 no. You don't do that. I was so mad. But everyone had a good time except for that one incident. I mean, which,
The one kid that was. I remember the last haunted house I went to, and they had children actors, like little kids. They are the most terrifying. There was one like dressed like Chucky, just fall. I was like, oh my goodness, nope. Anyway, my neighbors have decorated for Halloween. Every year I love what they do, and they've done the Stranger Things, and they had their big Halloween party this last weekend, and so it was all lit up. The girl was floating, and
oh wow.
Yeah, they go all out. It's so much fun. My daughter's already anticipating to skip that house for trick-or-treating. Like, no,
I
we
love
have to
it.
go.
You're like, you can stay on the sidewalk, but mommy's going. I gotta
I'm
go check
going.
this out. Yeah. In Arizona, we had a neighbor who was like a set designer. Every year, their house was the coolest house. Like, it was amazing. It was amazing. So, the
I
other
have
thing,
to ask, community management days, what's like your favorite complaint during Halloween? Because I think a few years ago, we had somebody that took like baby dolls and like put the dark around the eyes, and they're like crawling, and we got so many complaints about that house and the way they decorated for Halloween. They were like that it was scaring them.
oh,
We're like,
really?
they're allowed to decorate.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't have anything like that. I
No.
think here's one thing that just drives me crazy about Halloween is and I'm sorry if you're a community that does this, and I'm not talking to you, Lauren, I'm talking just in general. But if you choose which day your community should trick or treat, like people used to call me and be like, "What day do we trick or treat?" I'm like, "What day is Halloween?" They're like, "The 31st." I'm like, "Well, that's the day you trick or treat." Like, we are not going to, one up the calendar. Like that is,
It's Halloween.
it's Halloween. If it's on a school night, come to trunk or treat. But don't think that just because we had trunk or treat that Halloween is canceled. Just turn off your light. Turn off your light if you don't want trick or treaters.
I will say, in our neighborhood, you can't turn off your light.
What?
The way they are built into the homes as like the solar things, there are no light switches for the front porches here.
So then your community needs to say, tapped out of candy.
Yeah.
Turn around. Don't drown. No, just kidding. Turn around. We are closed. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, I know. We every year on the community Facebook pages, and just emails. Well, how do we not participate? You have to unscrew it, I guess.
Man, I could make some money off your community. I'm gonna make some signs.
Yeah.
And peddle them. Just kidding.
Oh man.
Are you tired of your lights not turning off? Well, buy my sign and scare those trick-or-treaters away from your door.
And it's like a sign that like growls at them. Go away.
We're out of candy. Don't like your costume. We could have so many.
Like the grumpy neighbors.
Yeah, exactly. Kids running away. Mommy!
The sign was mean.
Oh, that's terrible. On another subject,
Mhm.
or on the same idea about making sure you're getting events
Everybody.
for all ages. Um, I teens are really, really difficult to get
Mhm.
to come because they have their driver's licenses, and so they're like, "I don't need you,"
Yep.
right? And so what I would encourage people, lifestyle directors to do is invite some teens in to do a survey, pay them with
Mhm.
food, like have a
Mhm.
barbecue, have a free like barbecue, just hot dogs and drinks,
Mm.
sodas and stuff like after school around the community center, invite them over for food, have them fill out a survey, see what they like, and
Mhm.
just do events for them. And they may be offsite events. It may be, going down to an escape room where,
Mhm.
you're doing that kind of stuff. Or it could be a community service day to help them get community service hours. There's a lot that you can do with teens. So don't just write them off because they're not going to come kind of
Right.
thing. If you're intentional about it and you get their feedback and get them invested in it, you'll have a much better outcome.
Mhm. Yep. They're not
So,
impossible to win over. You just gotta try a
mm-mm.
little harder.
We started a teen club, and I honestly, it was the most probably one of my best experiences in my career. They could start coming, I think, at the age of 11 because we wanted to get them
Mm.
preteen. We
Mm.
wanted to get them in early. We had a lot. It was like mainly 11 to 14-year-olds,
Mhm.
before they could drive. And we'd meet once a month. I'd have pizza. I would have the different games that they played that I would tell them, this is what we're doing today. I wouldn't let them sit with their friends. I did assign, randomized seating,
Mhm.
or maybe they sat with their friends initially, but then I created games where they all had to be mixed up with, different people because I wanted them to get to know other people within
Yeah.
the community. And I didn't want it to be very cliquish, right?
Mhm.
Where whatever. And then we formed our own little teen council, and we
Mm.
had someone who was in charge, like the teen club president, who I still
Mhm.
keep in contact with today on
Oh,
Facebook.
that's
He's
awesome.
20 something years old. Or maybe he's 30 something years old now. He's 30 something. Holy moly, time flies. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
over. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Anyhow, but he, we're still we still talk. We're
Mhm.
still in contact. Um, and he's actually even helped me when I've mentored other communities about teen clubs.
Mhm.
He's actually written something for me to hand to them about what teen club did for him
Oh,
and
that's
how
fun.
important it was for him to have teen club. And so that is something is so fun, and you get their feedback on what they wanna
Mhm.
do. They wanted to do a dance, and you guys make the signs, you guys are advertising, you
Yeah.
guys are gonna help me set up for the dance,
Yeah.
so it makes it a lot of fun and gets them involved and gives them ownership.
Mhm.
We had some kid, like, before this really started, we had a kid that was did some graffiti, or some kids that graffitied one of the
Mhm.
playgrounds. Well, all the teens got together and they all painted that playground.
I love that.
They're not gonna graffiti it anymore because they know they're
Right.
gonna go paint it.
Right.
So, or if they know someone who's gonna do it, they're like, "Dude, don't do it." Like,
Yeah. Don't. We're
that's
gonna have to paint that again.
yeah, that took us forever, kind of thing. And
Yeah.
so it just gave
Mhm.
them so much more ownership. And that's what I think is really important is for the teens is giving them ownership, giving like
Mhm.
you have to win them over. And part of winning them over is not you telling them no all the time or telling them they're
Right.
doing something wrong all the time. This opportunity to relate with them
Mhm. Yeah.
and the building blocks.
Right. Yeah, it's kinda meeting them where they are and, like you
Mhm.
said, say yes to some of their ideas. They might be crazy, but heck, that can make it even more fun.
Mhm. We did a it's so funny. It was back in the day where they wanted a skate park. And so I had this like meeting with all of them, and I had one of those big like, you know, post like 3M poster board things that you can rip off and like put
Yeah.
on the wall. And I would tell them, I'm like, I want you to give me anything and everything that you want to do, and
Mhm.
we're gonna write it up here. And so, and I say, I don't know, I don't care how crazy it is. Tell me what it is.
Right.
And so they would just tell, we want a skate park. We want this. We want to go to the amusement park. And just throw it all out. And then I, before each meeting, would pick 3 things from that board
Mm-hmm.
and say, okay, decide on which 3 things you guys want to do. Like, out of these 3 things, what do you guys want
What
to
do you want
focus
to
on
do?
next? Because then it gave them their voice,
Mm-hmm.
but I was able to be like, yeah, from a risk standpoint, we just can't do that. So
Right.
let's focus on this, but allow them to kind of get it all up there. And then
Mm-hmm.
they were able to kind of pick on, what they wanted to do. And so I'm a big proponent of teen clubs,
Mm-hmm.
but teens, they want to know that you're invested in them.
Right.
And so you have to be invested in them for it to
Mm-hmm.
really work.
No, that's really cool. Good advice.
So much fun. Or for little kids, story time is
Oh yeah.
also a really fun one too.
Mm-hmm. But then that you can get the teens involved there too, right? Because they could read the stories.
I like that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and honestly, you could probably even get some of the high schoolers that are out of class early or
Mm-hmm.
don't go to school like until like second or third period.
Mm-hmm.
I love that idea. I think that'd be really cool to have them come in and do a story time for, kids, the little
Yeah.
ones.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really cool idea. I like that.
Yeah. Maybe I should do it.
I think you should.
Maybe I should. Yeah.
I think you should.
Especially because we have the library right in the middle of one of our developments. So
Mhm. Well,
perfect place.
you also have, a group of retirees too.
Yes, I do.
That is
They like to
also
read.
they're a great fit for that as well.
They like doing crafts with the kiddos too, which is cute.
Mm.
Because I almost feel like in this roller coaster of life, like as kids, we like doing crafts. And then, like, as they get older, as people get older, they start doing crafts again. So just
Mhm.
pair them up together. Although I did get some crafts for my kid last weekend. And at one point, I was like, can I just do it without you? Like, just- they are kind of fun.
I agree.
So,
It's a nice way to unwind. See, I can do like stuff like that helps me unwind as long as it's not too serious.
yeah. And
But
this
if
one
you
was not. Yeah.
yeah, but just sipping, that sipping paint
This
behind
one,
you,
that was intense. I don't even want to
it
tell you how
looks
many
so
hours that
good.
took.
It looks really good though.
Oh, thank you.
Mhm.
I should just leave it up for the season that ends very soon.
Leave it up for 3 days.
Yeah.
You should leave it up for 3 days.
For 3 days. Like, season's over. Time for Thanksgiving. Alright.
How crazy is that we are gonna be rocking and rolling into November?
Insane.
What?
Yeah. I yeah. Thanksgiving's so late this year, right? Because Thanksgiving weekend is November 27th. So that next Monday is December.
What?
So Cyber Monday is December 1st. And then, yeah. Let me just stress everybody out a little bit. Sorry, guys. Okay. We got
Well,
time.
that's one thing to think about too, is because, Thanksgiving really rolls into December, like
Mhm.
rolls like first work week is December.
Mhm.
Making sure that whatever you have planned for December, let's as soon as Halloween is over, make sure that you have everything buttoned up if you don't already have it buttoned up
Yep.
because it will
Yep.
be here before you know it.
I know in a few of our communities we do they like to do the clubhouse decorating together.
Mhm.
So I think what our lifestyle director has planned this year is that they're going to do their Thanksgiving potluck and then afterwards they're going to decorate for Christmas because it's just boom boom boom, like then it's
Oh,
December.
that's
So,
perfect actually.
yeah, it's a great way to just roll right into it and then get ready for the Christmas season.
we used to have these Christmas trees, and the women that decorated it were all Jewish.
Oh.
And they used to laugh so hard. They're like, "We're Jewish and we're decorating the tree." And they can decorate a mean tree, by the way. Like
Oh, yeah?
they were so good at
Huh.
decorating, like knocked out of the park.
Wow.
But yeah, I think that that's the other thing I was going to say
Mm.
is not forgetting, the porch Halloween decorating or the Christmas decorating for the
Mhm.
homes. Like that's a really great way to make your community look a lot more festive by
Mhm.
doing awards for people who are
Yep.
decorating.
Yep.
It just it's fun and um it's something that's really easy that you don't really have to be present for. I mean, you can make
Mhm.
it more involved if you want it to be, and have like horse-drawn carriages go
Mhm.
through the community during Christmas to look at the lights or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's cute. Yeah.
Or maybe having carolers go around and
Mhm.
yeah.
We in the neighborhood where I actually live are the 55 and up section. So my part does the decorating competition for Halloween and Christmas.
Mhm.
And then we get a crew from the 55 and up community, and they drive around with a pickup truck and a trailer, and they do all the voting.
Ooh, I like
So
it.
we kind of get everybody involved in that way, and they love doing that.
That's a great idea.
Mhm.
That's awesome. Another thing that'd be really cute if you could get like a tractor,
Mhm.
trailer that could pull people around so they could look at the different houses,
Mhm.
depending on how big your community is, right?
Yeah, it's pretty
Um,
big.
but that could be something really fun in
Mhm.
tune and have Christmas or holiday carols being sung, Christmas
Yeah,
carols.
cute. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Or have
I like
little
it.
hot chocolate stations like kind of throughout where they could stop for a little pit stop for hot
Ooh,
chocolate and hot
yes.
cider.
Mhm.
Mm.
We have a melted food truck, which is like a European melted chocolate.
Ooh.
It's like the drinking chocolate, but it's not hot chocolate. Uh,
Yep.
I don't know. It's phenomenal. I would like to have some of that and go look at some Christmas lights.
That sounds amazing. That sounds so good. So there's just a lot that can be done, right?
Yeah.
The biggest thing, and I think you and I say this all the time, is it's being intentional. And like you
Mhm.
said so well, is like put yourself in the shoes of the different age groups and what would you want to see?
Mhm.
And if you don't know, ask.
Right.
Like,
That's what I was gonna say. Feedback is just ask for it. Sometimes it sounds critical, but really there's just always so many nuggets in that feedback.
mm-hmm.
Ask for it, take what you can, and what doesn't serve you, don't worry about it. But take those nuggets and use it to make your programming better and more inclusive for everybody.
Definitely. Definitely. I think that's what's so great about what we do is this, the sky's the limit. There's so much that we can be. I know. I look so Halloweenish right
I'm
now.
getting a picture of this right now.
You're so silly. Um, hmm.
I mean, it looks black and white.
Well, I am pretty white. Oh
Oh
my gosh.
gosh.
Yeah, the sun is killing me right now. But
Well, yeah, I think we can kind of wrap it up too. But yeah, just make it so everybody has something to do. Like Brooke said last week on the podcast, food always helps, food and drink,
mhm,
because everybody eats. So that's one way to make sure that you're getting something for everybody. Oh,
yeah.
on
What?
that note, like, can
Yes.
we go back and talk about her child-size buffet?
Oh my gosh. I love that.
Like, that is what I'm talking about for, like, inclusive, right? I
That is
mean,
so cute.
I don't know when I'm gonna implement this, but I am going to do it. I love that idea. It just yes.
I
Those are the
agree.
kind of ideas that we wanna hear about. It's so cute.
I agree. Just, yeah, I think it's super, super cute. And, you may have a little bit of germs thrown in there, but,
Sure,
resilience,
but they're building up their immunity.
Exactly. Make
That's
them
why it's
resilient.
separate from the adults.
Exactly. I like it. All righty. I think that was a perfect thing to end on because
Yeah.
you and I were so excited about that last week when Brooke shared that with us.
I agree. I went and shared it with everybody at work too.
So adorable. Love it.
All right. Well, thanks everyone. Before we head out, we just want to say, remember that the best events are the ones that are built for all. Have a good Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Bye.